The Military Pensions Board extends its compliments to our esteemed military retirees and wishes to inform them that the board will be paying 25% of the arrears of minimum wage increments to eligible military retirees on the MPB payroll. This action actually was effected yesterday. That is Thursday, 3rd February 2022. The Military Pension Board paid all our eligible retirees 25% of their 24 months arrears of their increments in minimum wage. We paid it into their personal bank accounts. This payment is the first out of 4 instrumental payments that will be made to all pensioners entitled to the arrears of minimum wage increments on pensions. Our esteemed pensioners are pleased to note that this instrumental payment arrangement is the outcome of the discussions and agreement reached between the board and the Federal Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning for quarterly releases of the appropriated sum in the first month of each quarter. Thus, all things being equal, subsequent payments of the outstanding arrears will be in the months of April, July, and October 2022. What I'm saying here is that having paid the first installment yesterday, the next payment will be in April, followed by another one in July, and the payments will be concluded in October 2022. This was the agreement we reached with the Honorable Minister of Finance. I was in a meeting with him where this arrangement was fashioned out. Additionally, I would like to further inform that all next of kins of deceased military pensioners who are eligible for same arrears will be paid the minimum wage increments together with the shortfall of the death benefits earlier paid to them. Accordingly, next of kins of deceased military pensioners who died between April 2019 and April 2021 are advised to contact their banks for these payments. What I'm trying to say here is that the Minimum Wage Act became operational April 2019. Now, before we got directive from government to commence payment of increment in pensions for retirees was in April 2021. So between April 2019 and April 2021, all our retirees were being paid with the old rate. Now, this is what led to that 24 months arrears. However, we are aware that between that April 2019 and April 2021, some of our pensioners have passed on. Even though they were pensioners collecting pensions, some of them have passed on. So it goes that even though they have passed away, even though we have paid their death benefits to their loved ones, their next of kins, because they died after the promulgation of the Minimum Wage Act, they are entitled to that increment on their pensions. So what we have done, alongside those pensioners who are still alive, who are still active, is that those people that have died and that we have determined that they died within this period, we have also computed their own entitlements also. And these entitlements have been paid to their next of kins because we have the account details of their next of kins. The board invariably has made sure that anybody who is entitled to this increment in pensions, whether you are still living or you are deceased, will definitely all have been paid their entitlements. In actual fact, for those that are deceased, we pay the next of kin wholly, all the whole 100%. But those that are still living, the pensioners, because they are the more in majority, they are about 97% of our pensioners that are still alive. Those ones are the ones that their entitlements are paid, are broken down into installments, 25% at every quarter. And they will be paid at the beginning, at the first month of every quarter.